Combining functionality with aesthetic design is the focus of all forms of architecture. Located on a 10-perch block of land in the heart of Colombo 5, Abeyrathne House fuses traditional and modern sensibilities to create a space that is contemporary but also reminiscent of a rural setting. We sat down with renowned architect Thisara Thanapathy, who creates sanctuaries away from the stresses of modern society, to gain an insight into how he created a haven of calm in the middle of the city.
Through architecture, what we do is actually creating a comfortable environment to live in. Main important features of this house is it's a courtyard house. It's an introverted house. The spaces actually focus into this courtyard. So that is one main feature of the house. Then this is on a split level. So we did it on a split level to achieve certain things. Our client actually is from a rural area. He has a rural upbringing. He wanted a space which actually sort of stimulate the memories of his past. So we have to create a space which is relaxing and which reflects the qualitative aspect of a rural house, but in a modern way. It's a modern interpretation of a rural house. So to cut off yourself from that clutter of the outside, we thought of focusing inwards and create a little bit of greenery so that you feel that you are part of nature. So that's the courtyard aspect of the house and how the spaces are arranged in the house. So when it comes to the split level arrangement, it's the kind of a strategy that we developed to create a bit of a garden in a small plot. Our issue is in the urban context is your land is getting subdivided into small plots, and then the people have a lot of, their requirements are such, you have to cover the whole land with a concrete structure. Then your greenery that you had in your suburbs is no more, right? So that's an ecological disaster. By doing applying this strategy, you can increase the percentage of greenery in the whole area. So that's the second important aspect of this house, where we have taken dining and the kitchen and pantry into a different level above the services area, the garage and the storeroom, right, and the utility area where you don't need that much of a height. So what you do is you split the ground level functions into two and have half of it on a mezzanine level. When we do architecture, we try to create a sensual experience, to stimulate your senses. Then beyond that, you want to give your client, the user, a psychological comfort, right? Then beyond all that, we try to create, through our architecture, we try to touch the spirituality. Actually, architecture is not just a visual thing, it's a multisensory experience, It's about taking the wind into the house, maintaining the thermal comfort, and then how you move through the house is also important. It's a total experience, not just visual. In this house, the focus is into this courtyard where you have this green patch of green, So we try to sort of calm your mind by focusing yourself into this garden and creating this bit of greenery. And also having a courtyard is also very useful to get cross ventilation. When you keep the doors open, the wind blows in. In a tropical situation, that's very essential. Even the use of materials like timber and natural materials also helps to create this multisensory experience. So in this house, we used materials which are subtle, mainly cement balls and white plastered balls and timber, nothing more than that. timber plays a special role in this house. So its minimum use of materials to complement to achieve this spatial ambience that we want to create. So through my architecture, primarily we try to stimulate the senses and to give sensory pleasure to the user.